Manipulating URLs. So here we use the uniform resources locators. So where we use the HTTP hypertext transfer protocols, which is the basis for the World Wide Web, and where URI is like the uniform resource identifiers, which is used to identify the data on the internet, like any data on the internet. And also the URI, it is you also used to specify the locations of the documents, which are called as an uniform resource locators. And we do have the applet context method and the show document, which causes the browsers to access and display the resources. So as we can see, the like we start with an head and title, and we gave the applet code as an like a site selector dot class. Here we do give the width and height of that, and we give the title and the location, everything. Again, we give the title location, a title 2 location 2, title 3 location. So we give all the titles and the locations of that, and we and and here like the third point, we can see the java.net and a malform URL expression. So where we see this, which is used to specify the locations of the documents, and also to identify the data on the internet. And here we use the public class site selector, which starts, and we start the method by using a public void int method. Here we give the site is equal to new hash map string, and we give the site names. So we as we given the like the hash map which is less than string and URL is greater than site. Uh, as we know that the string is greater than site name, so the site names is equal to new array list less than string. So here we update all the things for manipulating the different methods in the networking, as we can use uh, as we can use uniform resource locators and the hypertext transfer protocols and applet text or a show document, everything. Here we select the site selector. So we've used the title. Um, so where the here we use the title is equal to null. We obtain the location, the get parameter where the location plus a counter with the site location, where URL is equal to URL. Here the title URL in hash map and the title in array list. The catch for the entry and the URL exceptions is for the end catch, where we give the title is going to get parameter with title plus counter, ended with the get sites from HTML parameters, and also the end class with the site selector. So here we open the location. When we get the site selector, we can choose what type of site we want. Like we selected title, so we open over there. So where this applet which has an advantage, like it specifies the HTML document which invokes the applet, and it contains the 8 applet parameters which specifies the param element, and it also has the lines which must appear between the starting and the ending applet tags, and we can read the values and use them to customize itself. Any of the param element can appear between the starting and endpoint, so we can see the param elements between the starting and ending applet tags, and each parameter has its unique name, like the different name and the values. So we can set the name and value for each and every parameter, and also get parameter returns the value associated uh, with the specified parameters which are named as a string, and it contains the like, for example, the argument is a string, so which contains the name of the parameter in the param element, and also it determines whether it represents a proper constructed URL or not. Otherwise, it throws in a malformed URL exception, and it gains a reference to the applet context object which represents the applet container, where it invoke a method called a show document which changes the web pages. And also we have the second version of the applet context, which specifies the so-called target frame, which is used to display the web's resources. So we do have the three target frames. One is the blank, the other one is self-top. Blank is a new web browser window, so there is end results. There is a blank result, so we can open a new web browser. We can open a new browser where the self-display, which contains the same frame as an applet, where top, which removes the current frames into in the browser window, then displays the content in the current window. So as we can change the displays as like one after the other.